case, Benin has cost more and they may not be able to export ourselves. So that shortage, though it may be addressed by other countries, if not, there would be a shortage in volume food. So how this is going to impact the industry?
Look, India has predominantly become a market for its own home consumption. We do about 3 to 3.25 lakh tons of kernels, and out of that, about 2,75,000 tons of kernels are imported and consumed by us. Now, with the Benin issue going away, we surely will have a shortage, but this shortage will obviously ensure that the prices increase at a higher extent. Now, with these high prices, we will see demand destruction. Our cashews or any kind of nuts are price elastic commodities. But obviously the market settled down basis demand and supply. So if Benin is not supplying, probably other origins will try to fill in for that. But I think on a short-term basis, we will surely see some price increase. That may not be good for the industry.
If an Indian investor sets up a plant in either be it in Benin or be it in Ivory Coast and export the kernel from Europe, so would it be sustainable? Or what do you feel about this idea?
Look, these are all sustainable businesses subject to the kind of volumes you generate out of these factories. Now, all these plants are looking at export markets, whereas, as I said, Indian processors are more happy to cater to the domestic demand. Why? Because you get higher premium. Now, putting up a plant only specifically for export might not help the Indian processor, but for me, I think India is the market to look in the future, not Europe. Europe is getting a matured market. Europe is getting matured in that respect. But for me, I would still count India as a big potential on the cashew kernel consumption. And the more we focus on domestic, the more we save money, the more value generation we do. So yes, it's a sustainable business out of Africa, but again, it's all dependent upon third country. So as an Indian, I go and invest in Africa, and then from I export it to Europe. Looks to be a bit dicey. Rather, I would put in more investments into India as I get better realization from the domestic consumer.
Is there any solution or is there any initiatives where a processor can get an appropriate material as their own?
Well, this has been a problem from third world countries. They do not have the required infrastructure, understanding, knowledge to support what the processors require. So I think it becomes paramount for our associations, our processors to go and educate them what their requirements are. I think if we try to ship infested cargo from from origins to destination, we are actually paying too high freight. That too in these times when the freight rates are pretty high, we are paying freight just to carry worms and infestation into India. So I think what we need is basically eradication of all these infestation at the sources. So I think we'll have to invest in the backward infrastructure to get more realization in the processing center. So probably we'll have to educate them, guide them with the regulatory requirements in India, and that will help us in long term to gain a better cargo with a better value realization. So fumigation, yes, it's an important part because the cargo, what the RCNs come from the places where the agriculture, they're not harvested in some areas. So it is said that where nothing grows, the cashew grows. So these are the primitive harvesting methods which are used, and then probably certain countries do not have the required infrastructure to support us. So I think the best way is to educate and invest in the backward integration process to get the cargo.
Is there any existing blockchain technology available for cashew value chain, or is there any upcoming plans to innovate a blockchain technology, whereas the traceability and sustainability aspect? What are the issues which are faced? There could be a solution. Is there any plans to?
Look, I'm not into cashew exports or processing, so I will not be the right person to comment on that. But I think going forward, next generation or the millennials, as we call, are not interested in so much on traceability. What we are looking at today is a good quality cargo, sustainable, and if you have seen these kind of presentations what we had, we are trying to move away from the origin. Whether it is Benin or Tanzania, or why should the cashew be? I am bringing a raw cashew nut into India and processing it in India. So why can't I call it Indian nut? The Bharat ka nut. It is our baby. Why should I call it a Tanzania nut or a Benin nut to give that a premium? Ultimately, the entire value addition process is being done in India, not in Africa. They are just going and selling us the raw material. So for me, it is an Indian nut. It is not a Benin nut. It is the way we do the processing. But probably even if you look at the wheat in India, I mean, what wheat is grown in MP might be very different from what wheat is grown in Haryana or Punjab. But we still wheat, Indian wheat. So why do I need to quarantine? Why do I need to pay premium on Benin or anything else? So I would still be more happy calling it a Bharat. I still am of the opinion that what we require in India is cashew as cashew. It shouldn't be classified whether it is Tanzania or Benin or Burkina Faso or Nigeria. They are not giving any validation. They are just exporting raw nuts to us. We are doing the processing. We are doing the validation part. And there's no point actually calling it a brand. Ultimately, the consumers are not aware. They are not interested. They are only interested in the looks, the crispiness, and the taste. People even know that it's a California nut. They have a myth that oil gets extracted from at the origin. There's no way it can happen. So, for the consumer, it's the taste, the price, being a high-end commodity.
Thank you.